The littlest animal has fallen asleep. 2 hours in, he's out. The great thing about this new stroller is that there's this great mesh area right here that keeps him airy. We just got this new stroller. It is the City Mini Baby Jogger, and we read so much about, we hadn't traveled with a stroller the first time with the older kids, obviously. And so, we weren't sure what kind of stroller we should have, and we've had every kind of stroller with the other two. I mean, we've had joggers, we've had, the even flow systems, travel systems, we've had like the umbrella strollers. We had every kind of stroller throughout, years. And then with this guy, we decided simple because we travel and we wanted a Lite and we wanted, nothing too crazy and big. So his first stroller was a little bigger because we thought for the streets of Mexico we wanted something good because he was born there. But it just didn't really hold up well. And it was an expensive stroller, but it looked cute. It was really cute to look at. And then we got a stroller when we came into California, and it was like an umbrella stroller, but it was a good one, but it wasn't tall enough, so we had to build I think it was those Costco ones. It wasn't from Costco, but it was the name Costco brand. And that one we had to build like pipes, and we had to twist the pipes and melt them with our gas stove and like to bend them, and then we jerry-rigged handles onto it, which was kind of fun. And we got brackets at the store, so we felt very MacGyver-ish. That was kind of fun. And duct taped it. But then that was kind of janky, and we couldn't like fold it down far enough for traveling sometimes, so it also looked a little janky. So we were like, all right, we got to find the perfect travel stroller. So we thought we had found one, and it was a City Lite stroller, and it was the smaller wheels, but it was tall enough for us and everything. It was only 11 pounds. So 11 pounds doesn't seem like it's very heavy at all, but when you're traveling and you're bringing all your other crap that you're carrying around, it's heavy. And also it was really long, and a lot of the taxis here are smaller, and with all of our stuff, it was hard to fit in. So we were like, okay, we got to get a different stroller. So when we got to Thailand originally, we started looking and couldn't find anything that we really liked until we got to Phuket, and there was the Jung Ceylon Mall there, which that's the biggest mall in that area, and it's kind of awesome. And there was this whole floor of baby things, and so I found this really great stroller, the Pakka Stroller, and I'd looked at them before we left, and he could lay in it all the way. The little leg part flips up, like you can see right here. This one doesn't, but some of the baby joggers, the little leg part flips up so he can lay totally flat without his legs hanging down. And it was like $400 or something like that, and we didn't want to buy it right then. Our other stroller was still fine, but it was kind of the wheels were starting to go a little bit. And then we got we're at a mall here in Chiang Mai, and the wheels had started kind of having problems and sticking and catching on things, and so we were like, fine, we got to get something else. So I found a $100 stroller at the mall, and it was a what was the name of it? I have it in our room still. I can't remember. It's like a weird name, like not garbage or something, but it's like I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it was small, it was lighter weight, but it folded up a little bit better, and you could pull it and the wheels would pull. But it was still like a really light stroller, and but it laid him down all the way, and he loved being able to lay down with it. And it was really thin, and it could go around all the little tight edges here. And if you've ever walked along the streets of Southeast Asia, pretty much anywhere in Southeast Asia, the sidewalks, like see these little sidewalks here in the zoo? I mean, a lot of sidewalks look like that. I mean, there are tree branches grown out of it, and like some of them there's poles in the middle of them, or like then you have to get off the road because there's scooters on it, and I mean, it's just it's a mess. So then we were like, within 3 weeks, the freaking tires on the right hand side started bending and coming off. Sorry, I think my allergies are kicking in because we're at the zoo and there's all this wildlife and everything else. So okay, so then Sean and I were like, this is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why we keep trying to go for Lite. The wheels are all little and everything else. So we were like, let's go get like a city jogger. Like, they're good, the tires are bigger. We need something that's gonna work on cobblestone streets, that's gonna work on the streets everywhere. We need something that's still gonna fit in the back of a tuk-tuk truck. And so we were like, let's go get a jogger. So we go to this one store, and I'm not going to name the name of it because I know we did some shady shit there at the store, but it was in a mall. And the prices, and you cannot find good strollers anywhere in Thailand or in Laos or maybe in Vietnam. I don't know, but we're not in Vietnam right now. So we had to go with what we got. But the only place you can find real strollers like Even Flow or any of the brands that you actually know or in the UK or in the States are in malls. And usually there's one floor that has more baby stuff on it or little kid stuff on it than another. So the department stores usually have them, but they're way overpriced. And like we could pay to have Amazon ship us something, you know, but then we'd have to wait for it. And then sometimes things don't come when they're supposed to come. And we dealt with that in Mexico, and we have dealt with it here in Thailand as well, getting packages and receiving and sending packages. So we ended up like, we showed them the prices online. There were 2 strollers, and one of them they wanted to charge us like almost $800 for just the step up from this one. And then this one they wanted like $600 for. So we got them down to the sale gave us was 20, and we're like, no, we still want more. So then they gave us 30%, but we had to pay all cash. We couldn't get a receipt, and we had to do it in the garage. Like they had to take us through a garage to go do the money exchange there in the mall. And we're like, they had to do some underhanded stuff because they didn't want it on the records there because they were giving a special deal. So I don't know what all that's about, but we just did some shady shit to get this stroller. But it was worth it because we have now bumped and banged all over these shitty ass sidewalks and up stairs in just the last couple of days. And we can fit him in a big tuk-tuk, and we'll be able to go on cobblestone streets. And so all in all, we ended up paying about $530. Yeah, about $530 because this little tray right here, this stupid ass little tray, $30 for that tray. Anyway, or $35, but no, was it $35? It was almost $40. Sorry, it was almost $40 because the translation is like 1,300 baht, so that's like $35 or 40 something dollars. Anyway, so that's the story with this. He's happy. He's laying down here. He doesn't mind his legs hanging down a bit. He loves the stroller. He can sit in it. He's got a tray. He can eat all his snacks and everything, and he's sleeping well, obviously. So that is the tale of our stroller. And my advice to you, if you were going to travel, think about the terrain that you're going to be on. It's to think about only traveling light is freaking stupid. You are going to be constantly breaking your wheels, and in search when you're in a foreign country trying to find the right stroller is going to suck. Same with a baby carrier. I did not get the right baby carrier before we left, and it has just been, you can't even find a wrap. Like, you have to go buy fabric somewhere. They don't sell wraps here, which is crazy because they wear wraps here, so they just make their own fabric wraps. So if you have a little kid and you want to travel with them and you want to go to places like Thailand where the sidewalks are crap, and well, they're still better than in other places. Let me tell you, there's some other places like Cambodia. We're going there next. Siem Reap should be okay, but other places are not okay. And you're on dirt paths, you're going up ramps, and like, look at this thing. Look at this sidewalk. It's some bullshit. So you do not want the little umbrella ass stroller. That's fine for the mall. That's fine for in your hotel, maybe. But our wheels were even getting caught on carpets. So word to the wise, if you're going to travel long term, bring the stuff from your Western country if that's what you want. And if you're here in Thailand or other places like that, think about the terrain and come properly equipped, because finding it's going to be way more expensive, number one, and number two, you're going to have a much harder time finding exactly what you want. You're going to have to hunt and hunt and hunt. And so it's taken us almost 2 months to find what we need. So anyway, that's our tale.